Hey guys, I just gonna make another video here, a little how-to video. I was asked how I painted the stripes on my cars, and specifically the ones I did on the uh, Barracuda that I just did. And so I was gonna make a little tutorial video and show you guys how I do that. I just took a piece of plastic here from another kit and I painted it that same gold color that I did on the Cuda. And so I just start out with a light color. Um, I'm using these two colors. These are the colors I used. It's the Testors One Coat Lacquer. It's the 1847M Bronze, but that's the gold color. And then this is the root beer color that I used. So anyway, yeah, I just start out with the lighter color, and then I will tape my stripes off. This is the tape that I use. It's the Tamiya masking tape. This I get the thinner one. It's the 6 millimeter. You can get it thicker though. I don't know how big it'll go, but I get the 6 millimeter just because that's all that Hobby Lobby carries, and I haven't looked at any of the other hobby stores to see if they have any different sizes, but this works out well for me. But that's what I use to tape it off. So I'm gonna go ahead and tape it off, and then I'll show you guys that. Alright, well, I got the tape on there. I'm just gonna do two skinny stripes basically. But what you would probably do is you'd need to measure, off of this side and off of this side to make sure you get them lined up perfectly straight in the center, and then measure how much your gap is going to be. I'm just going to do two stripes on this one of the gold color, so that's why I have those areas masked off. Another reason I really like this Tamiya tape is that it's thin. You can use the blue painter's tape, but it's a little bit thicker as far as like height. And so when you paint the other color, there will be a little bit of a step up from the gold to the root beer color if you use a thicker tape. This tape is pretty thin, so the step up is really small. So that's why I recommend using this Tamiya tape. But anyway, once you get your tape on there, you're going to want to make sure you press it down really good. Just get it on there really, really nice and tight, and that will make sure that you get no seepage through the edges. One thing I like to do usually is I like to take and do a very light mist coat of clear. If I'm using this kind of paint, then I just use the actual clear coat that goes with this. It's really glossy, and but it doesn't really matter because you're just going to paint over it. But just do a very light mist coat very quickly. Just spray over it really fast. What that does is it just kind of puts a little bit of a coat of clear around the edge of the tape, and it kind of seals it off. If you let that dry just for a few seconds, it'll kind of seal it off, help to seal it off anyway, so your darker color won't bleed through. Now, I don't do that every time. So I don't know if it's really necessary or not. I just do it sometimes. For this purpose, since it's just a demo video, I'm not going to do that just because I don't want to take the extra time. And if you take your time and really push your tape down good, you shouldn't get any seepage on the edges. So anyway, but I'm going to go ahead and lay down a coat of that root beer, and then I'll show you guys what I do after that. Alright, for the final step, I painted on the darker color there. You can still see my tape in there. I've let it sit for a little bit so the paint gets kind of tacky. You don't want to let it fully dry before you take your tape off, because that will cause your tape to come up. So if you're running, or not your tape, it'll cause your paint to come up. So sometimes that'll be the problem. But if you wait till your paint is a little bit tacky, you'll have to kind of figure out how you're going to do this, because if it's like a piece like this where the whole top part has been painted, When you grab it, you'll just have to figure out where you're going to grab it and how you're going to do that. But this piece really isn't important to me, so I'm not worried if I get fingerprints on the edges. But there you go. You can see the tape in there. What I do is, on the back side here, I will just grab my tape, and then you want to pull off at about a 120-degree angle. Let me show you here. You kind of want to pull off at an angle about like that. So not a 90, but just kind of 120 approximately. And the reason you do that is that kind of cuts the paint on the edges. So when I'm pulling it off, you get a nice crisp straight line like that. I'm going to go ahead and do the other one here. Again, pull it off at that angle. You can see there we're getting a nice straight line. And there you go. You've got two perfectly good stripes. I'll zoom in or let you see it up close here. There you go. They're real nice and clean. And so just remember to let your paint tack up a little bit. Don't do it when it's really wet, but kind of after it's dried just a little bit. And don't wait till it's already dry to do it, because that's what causes your paint to lift. But that's pretty much all I do when I paint my stripes. It's really easy, and it will usually get you some really nice crisp lines. So anyway, hopefully that helps you guys, and thanks for viewing my videos again, and I will talk to y'all later.